Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Aubrey. I'm an advanced sommelier and I am one of the wine buyers at Palate Club. And a lot of you ask me about how sommeliers are able to figure out what's in the glass with blind tasting. We did a webinar recently and this company is so much about blind tasting that I just wanted to give you a high level overview because this is not something that we're born with. This is something that we practice and you can definitely do it at home too. So the first step is you look at the color. You can just hold your wine. Not really so much overlight. That's helpful sometimes if your ground is, I don't know, just hard to see if there's not good lighting, but it's better on a white surface. So you want to look at the intensity of the color. You want to look to see how much separation there is between the dark core and the rim. And this can tell you a lot about the types of grape that it is, as well as the age, and there will be a lot more information for you online. But step one is you just want to look at the color. Next, you smell. So this is where a lot of people get hung up because they're like, oh, I think I smell something, but I just don't know what it is. That's really normal. So what you have to do is you have to go to farmers markets and grocery stores and start smelling stuff. So when you're cooking and you're throwing some spices in there, just pick it up and smell it, take a waft. So that way when you come back to your wine, you're like, ah, that's star anise, or that's apple, that's cassis, etc. And really take your time here. Usually it's helpful to smell the same way every single time. So I look at fruits and how ripe or unripe they are. So it might be like overripe cherries, even candied cherries, or maybe it's a really sour cherry. And then I look at spices, I look at florals, I look at secondary aromas. So things that might show some age or oak, like vanilla or dust, as well as earth and minerality. So those things like mushroom and different types of soils. Sometimes sommeliers do lick rocks. You don't have to do that, but you're probably familiar with the smell of graphite from pencils or chalk. It's more accessible than you think. And you taste it. You swirl it all out in your mouth and swallow. You're looking for acidity, that puckering sensation. This one has a lot of acidity. You're looking for tannin on red wines usually, and that's not really a thing for white wines because it comes from the skin of the grapes, and those are usually removed for whites. But that's that drying sensation, usually around your gums. You're looking for body, so how much it kind of sits on your palate, in the mid palate. You're looking for finish, so how long can you still taste all of those flavors after you've spit or swallowed like I just did. You're also looking for sweetness. This trips people up a lot too because sometimes it can smell sweet or there might be a lot of sort of glycerol sensations, but the wine actually doesn't have any sugar on it. So do start to recognize the difference between fruity and sweet. This one it is a little bit trickier. It does take more practice, but sweetness does kind of sit on your palate a little bit more. You kind of feel that extra texture. You can also just taste, like you can take tea and add in different amounts of sugar and notice the difference of sweetness over time. And of course alcohol, so how much does it burn at the back of your throat? Hopefully it's a balanced wine and that alcohol sensation doesn't overpower the wine. That's what we're looking for, is balance in wine. As well as purity, so you can really kind of still distinguish all of those aromas after you've tasted it. That tells you a lot about the quality, as the length, the balance, the complexity, how many different things can I find in here? But most importantly, did you like it? That's really the whole point, is to figure out your own taste so you can figure out like, oh, I really like it when there's dark fruits. I really like when there's floral aromas. I like it when it's high acid. And you can use that language and then describe the wines that you want to drink. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe, please come back, and we hope to see you again soon. Cheers.